Hi everybody, this is Milad and this is the first session of Bootstrap series. Well, we're going to learn Bootstrap from scratch only based on its documentation and nothing more. And this is the main point of this tutorial, and this is the whole point actually, that we're going to learn how to deal with documentation itself and to learn only with the documentation already is available for all the frameworks and tools. So there is no need to look for another material or resource for learning. So it doesn't matter how much I try to explain what Bootstrap is, you won't understand it unless you start coding and using it. But just to have a really basic definition of Bootstrap and to see what it can do, I would say that it's a really amazing tool to create a modern and responsive template for your website as quick as possible. By modern, I mean that you will be able to use different components and elements such as different buttons, nav bar, all sorts of forms, which has already a beautiful style, and so there is no need to code in CSS anymore. And the only thing you need to do is to use predefined and ready to use classes and employ them and bring them into your HTML. So there is no need to code in CSS. And this is the beauty of using Bootstrap. So if you want to have a nav bar like this in your website or buttons like this, it won't be really difficult to have something like this, and it's pretty easy for you to implement it with Bootstrap, and there is no need to code and there is no need to worry about CSS coding and other stuff, and there is no need to deal with JavaScript and jQuery and other stuff. And Bootstrap already has everything you need in itself, and you only need to use the desired class in your element. And by responsive, I mean that if you want to have a really modern website that can be run in different platforms and different devices with different monitor sizes, and from PC to tablet to phone, you need to rearrange the position of different elements and resize the elements based on the size of the device. Actually, if I want to show it to you, let me to show you an example. Please look at this website, the Bootstrap website. If I change the size of the size of the browser, actually, if I decrease the width of the browser, as you can see, as I decrease it, if I reach to a certain point, which is here, if I pass this line, if I pass this certain value, you can see that the toolbar will be disappeared. And it's mainly because this is a responsive website. And if I open this website in my phone, there isn't enough space to have everything together in phone because the size is pretty small in comparison to a monitor. So the thing we need to do here is that hide or disappear or reposition some elements in the web page so that we can have a clear view of the page containing important elements aligned beautifully together. You will understand what I mean by all these words in just a moment. And let's get a start and jump into the code and see how we can use Bootstrap. It won't be really necessary to have a deep understanding of HTML and CSS, but it will be a good idea to have a sense that how it works actually, how HTML works and how we can use HTML element tags. However, before starting the Bootstrap learning, let's create a new project. Uh, Let me, for instance, come here and create a new folder. For instance, newbie, and here I just want to create a main.html, and I'm gonna open it with VS Code. Let me open it, and here I have Bootstrap and newbie. Select the folder, and here we have, oops, we need to rename it, remove.txt, so we have uh, a raw HTML. Let's put some tags here, for instance h1, and this is sample template, and let's open it with Chrome and see what happens if I open it. Here is our template, and so let's go to the Bootstrap and start using it. So it would be easier to use a starter template. I'm not going to talk about other methods and other ways. The simplest way is to just, add this script into your project. So I'm gonna delete this and paste the whole script here, save it, and let's refresh the page we have here. Well, I can see hello world. To make sure that Bootstrap works, you can do something simple by adding this class to the h1 tag. Class would be bg light. Let me save it and refresh the page. Voila, if you can see, the background has a light color. It shows that Bootstrap works fine. Well, with this introduction, we're ready to use Bootstrap and take another step. And that's enough for this session. Let's go to the next session. See you.